Audio Jungle. Audio Jungle. Audio Jungle. Audio Jungle.
Alright guys, we're doing something a little bit different today. Videoing. Doing something a little bit different today. I'm doing a unicorn. This one right here. This is for my granddaughter. And I want to make her a necklace. And I thought I'd show you guys the process a little bit. You guys have seen us, I don't know, chopping up the sand and all that so many times. There's not much sense in showing that. So we got the sand all chopped up and got it in the mold, got it packed down. What I do is I put it in there a couple times when the mold's down here, and I've got a couple holes drilled in my table so that the mold with my pins on it will drop down in there like that and fill it up. But anyway, so we've got that full. We're going to put some baby powder on it. I prefer the lavender because it helps you relax while you're pouring. Which we all know can be a little bit tedious. But anyway, another thing that I don't know if you guys know, but I'll share it with you. The first time I ordered my sand, I just ordered the cheapest they had, I think, or whatever. And there is differences in the fineness of the sand. And if you're going to cast something with a lot of detail or real small things like these, like things I've been doing, you know, the trinkets and the pez and all that stuff, the finer the better. The finer the detail, the finer the detail you want, the finer the sand. And I found this here, and it's available on Amazon. It's a 130 mesh versus I don't think I have this don't have a tag on it anymore, but you can actually see the difference just by looking at it in your hand. And I'll see if you can tell by looking at it. But this is a, little focus here. Try to get it to focus on it. See how rough that looks versus how fine that is. It almost looks wet, but it is much finer. So the 130 is a little better for detail, I've noticed, and y'all can try it and let me know what you think. But anyway, so I've got that ready. Here's my little piece we're going to cast, and I'm thinking I'm going to lay it upside down like so, and I'll run my tube into it right there. So let me get this done, let me get this locked on here, and then I'll show you the next part that I do. So this is the next thing I do. I bring it over here to the press, and this is just a little cheap Harbor Freight press. But I set it up in there in the press on a flat piece of steel, and then I put a couple blocks of wood just to get the height. And then I put, you guys might have seen the marks in some of my other ones. I put 2 or 3 strokes from the hydraulic ram on it and really get the detail out of it. Okay, that might have been 4 strokes. But anyway, so y'all can see how much I packed that sand down around that. And it allows you to get more detail out of it. We're going to go back over here and take it apart and we'll look at it. Boy, I really packed it down. I might have done it too much for the camera. I don't normally do it that much, but and I kind of slid my thing apart, trying to hold it with one hand, and it fell out. And jeez. Okay, hold on. All right, guys, we're gonna melt this silver down, and you see what I got there. Silver, just a bunch of pieces left over from other pours. Melt this down. I probably need to throw a little bit more borax in there. Just to clean her up. This pour here is a birthday gift from my granddaughter, and hopefully it comes out good. If not, I'll have to do it again. See a little bit of trash there? That's the sand from the cast, from the previous cast. Yeah, you probably can't see it. We'll get her good and hot. You might be able to see it if I take the fire away. Good. It's good and hot. Swish it around a little bit, and that gets the impurities like to the side, stuck in the glass. I always like to put a little heat down into my mold a little bit before I actually pour it. Alright, here we go. One action. Alright, here comes the loud bite. We'll get back to you in a minute. Alright, so the bike's shut down so you can hear me again now. And we'll see what we got. Alright. Doesn't look too good just yet on this side. They don't really ever look very good right now though. I don't know. Looks pretty good. Have to clean up some edges a little bit, but not too bad. I'll have to drill the hole out.
Not showing. Seems like it shows better farther away. There it goes.
So anyway, that's it, and we'll come back with a cleanup and see what we got. Yeah, I'm just cleaning out I call it flash or whatever. It comes out between the two pieces in your sand cast. Just cut them out with a little saw rather than trying to get up in there and sand them. And these little saw blades are so fine that you have to be kind of gentle with them because they do break really easy. Although I've not broke any yet. Everybody says they're kind of junky. They don't last very long. But I've had pretty good luck with them so far. So this part's a little tedious. It'll take me a little bit to get all this cleaned out. So when I get it cleaned out, we'll come back to you and I'll show you what it looks like. Okay, go ahead. You got it? Alright guys, just a word of advice if you're going to mess with these. So you don't give yourself a little blood test. When you're sawing with these things and they do break, try to have your finger out of the way because they will give you a blood test real quick. So just wanted to let you know that. And little suckers do hurt. And you run them up in your thumb. Anyway, I don't know how you do that, how you prevent that other than keeping your thumb back out of the way. So they're little, and when they break, they puncture the skin easy. So anyway, just word of advice. All right, guys. So I got the stuff all cleaned out, and I mean this is what it's supposed to look like. So minus the hole right here. And again, as you guys know, we had something else that had a hole in it. I'm not drilling that hole out and put that blade through there to cut that little hole out. It'll be a solid piece, and I think it looks pretty good. Let's see if it'll focus. Come on, there you go. So I'm gonna go ahead and polish it up a little bit. And I've already sanded the little nuggets down, little things on the back, sanded it down a little bit, polish it up a little bit. I'll probably run it through the tumbler for an hour, maybe. I cleaned the hole out. And then I'll have to make the necklace. That'll be the next part. So, anyway, I'm going to do a little buffing. I'll show you how to do that. I probably already showed you, but we're going to do some more of it. Put a little compound on the buffing wheel. And then I use the non-marring pliers. Now they got that leather in there, so you don't scratch your stuff up. Plus I ground the little grooves down on the pliers. I got a video on that if you didn't see it. And I just go over it a little bit and kind of, little dude will get hot on you, so you stay on it real heavy for very long. Whoop, and then you got that and jump out on you. And I'm trying to be easy because that thing right there is I could probably bend it really easy because it's 999 silver, right? So although one of these days I might start actually mixing a little copper with my stuff, not to get away from the silver, but to make it stronger so it don't bend so easy, because that is a problem. You know, you make this stuff and you don't want it to get all bent, and I'm pretty sure, yeah, see, I can bend that by hand. Of course, it's stout enough to stab you in the neck too. So anyway, I'm going to polish it up a little bit. I'll throw it in a tumbler, and I'm probably doing this backwards. I probably should just put it in a tumbler and let the tumbler do a lot of this and then polish it. But I thought I'd show you, and I might not spend a lot of time on this, just kind of wanted to look at it and see if it was going to clean up. But anyway, so we'll throw it in a tumbler and see how it comes out. And I got a video on that too, probably about max 3 hours in the tumbler. So there you go. I'll get back to you when we get to the next point. I'm sure y'all seen the tumbler. It's got Shine Bright in it. Gotta take this thing off. use this little doohickey as your tool. Pop that off. And then this right here is a pain. I'll probably have to put the nut back on it. We got stuff going on out in the shop. My brother working on his bike, my other brother working on his car, airing tires up. Golly, this thing gets tight. Man. Okay, this is probably not the way to do this. Good way to break something. Okay. Anyway, there's the Shine Bright with the stainless steel shot. And I'm just going to drop this in here for a little bit and let that run and see, you know, how clean that gets. Dropping the shot. Anyway, when I bring it out, I'll come back to you and we'll take a look at it. Alright guys, this is the finished product. I'll probably do a little more polishing on the, what do you call that, unicorn? So, put a little metal thing on this one end, and a little bead, and then I glued this little thing, this little silver piece right here in place on this end, so that keeps the pendant centered. Same thing on this side. This one right here is glued. This one spins. This one's smashed. And there's the kind of lock I put on it, just a push-through lock. So that's it. Like I said, I'll do a little more polishing on it and stamp the back of it, and it'll be a done deal.